All right, right off at the top of this video is all about Red Boost blood flow support supplements, and I'm going to be talking about this. Hit the like button down below. That'll really help me out. So what I'm seeing with this, it's a bottle or like a canister looking thing of dietary supplements called Red Boost blood flow support. So if you're looking around online for Red Boost reviews and complaints, Red Boost supplements, Red Boost pills, Red Boost blood flow support reviews and complaints, anything like that, I saw an ad going around, and that took me to a video on the website, which was, I believe, mymorningtonic.com. And I took a few notes because I noticed a few things about this that I wanted to talk about. Some people might be wondering, hey, Jordan, what do you think? Is this a scam or legit? Is it going to be something that's credible? First off, I want to tell you that I don't like making a video like this because it looks like it's a male enhancement product for erectile dysfunction. Anyway, I have not tried the product or held it in my hands or anything like that, like the canister or whatever, or the bottle. But what I do is I review the marketing of different products to try to point things out to people to help better inform them. And my name is Jordan Lyles. I'm a senior reporter for the fact-checking and news website Snopes.com. And so I hope that my video helps. What I noticed was that there's a video on the mymorningtonic.com website. And it talks about how there's a, quote, potent morning trick. And there's another thing called a, quote, untold truth that they're going to reveal. And, you know, that's the kind of promise I kind of like, I don't know about that. And then I paused it, and it shows the words. Whenever you pause, it flashes up like a notice. And that notice says, in only 60 seconds from now, you'll discover the potent red tonic that triggers sudden hard wood in men of any age, unquote. The video blames Big Pharma for promoting lies, including 95% of information about ED supposedly not being true. And that set off a red flag in my head as something that I, in my opinion, would think was questionable. There's a quote in part of the video where they say, quote, one drunk doctor accidentally revealed a shocking truth or something like that. And that, to me, another red flag, because it doesn't sound like something that actually happened, of course. And then there's another quote. The quote says this: not treated with ED drugs or weird testosterone treatments. But by the end of the video, it is revealed later that it is supplements. So it's kind of like, okay. The narrator or whoever talks about the dangers of ED supplements, and they're offering that, which is kind of strange. There's another quote. Scientific studies published by Harvard Medical School reveal the true cause of your ED. But they're trying to tie Harvard to this, but Harvard has nothing to do with this. I'm not saying that they said Harvard endorsed this or worked on Red Boost, but that might be the impression some people take away from this. And so I want to make sure that people understand that that is not the case. And so, again, if you're looking around online for Red Boost reviews and complaints, Red Boost supplements, Red Boost pills, Red Boost blood flow support reviews, I hope that I am helping you with some things that I've pointed out so far from the marketing. And there's another part in the video where they say 60-second hard erection tonic mix. It's like just a quote or whatever. And I hate talking about this stuff and making a video about this. Not that the other videos I make are really interesting, but the narrator at one point claims that this method that they're talking about involves picking up a, quote, unusual blend of ingredients and enzymes picked up in the grocery store. So they're trying to make you think it's going to be a recipe. And so that's the classic thing I see with marketing of medicinal products that are questionable these days. And, you know, with scam marketing for other products. I'm not talking about this product, but it promises there's going to be a recipe kind of by saying that. But there is no recipe revealed. They reveal a bottle of supplements at the end. Dietary supplements. That's what the bottle says. The canister says. And that, you know, it's just like the classic thing where they want you to think there's going to be pantry ingredients. And so they hook you to watch a video that lasts 15, 30, 45 minutes, an hour, over an hour, whatever. And it's a waste of time if you're looking for a recipe because there is no recipe. Also, the Red Boost ingredients I noticed, and I'm not going to pronounce these correctly, but they will appear correct in the captions of my video here. They include Icaren, Tong Cat Ali, fenugreek, citrulline, and nettle root. But the product label on mymorningtonic.com only says the following: horny goat weed extract, fenugreek powder seed, L-citrulline DL malat, and Tong Cat Ali extract. as well as gelatin with capsule in parentheses and brown rice flour. So it's a gelatin sort of a capsule, I guess, is what they're kind of hinting with that. But, that's the ingredients that I saw. So if you're looking for Red Boost ingredients, Red Boost blood flow support ingredients, I hope that helps you. I noticed the returns and refunds page on the mymorningritual.com website mentioned 285 Northeast Avenue, Talmadge, Ohio, 44278, United States. And that, I believe, unless I'm incorrect, is a fulfillment center. So it's not like the place where they make it, I don't believe, but if I am wrong, I stand corrected. I noticed there was an email address. I don't think I saw a phone number. Email address, support@myredboost.com. And again, I'm separating here what I'm seeing with, I'm not calling the product a scam, anything like that, but I am saying there's some marketing here that I want to make you aware of in terms of things that to a trained brain like mine that looks at different online marketing for all sorts of medicinal products, a lot of them scams these days. I want to point out a few things that I saw that might not be completely clear, true, whatever it may be. And so I hope that my videos helped you a little bit. By the way, the narrator claims that he's a 60-year-old man named John Remington. I think it was Jon, but I could be incorrect, from Mesa, Arizona. And so if you're looking up information about Red Boost, reviews and complaints, Red Boost blood flow support, supplements, pills, if you're looking at Red Boost Walmart, Red Boost Amazon, just because you find on Walmart.com or Amazon.com doesn't mean anything in terms of legitimacy. It means that they have third-party sellers selling it on the website. So I don't think you're going to find it in the Walmart store in your town. It's like a third-party listing on Walmart's website. Walmart sells a lot of stuff online only, and this might be one of those if they sell it. I'm not saying that they sell it. So I hope that my video has gone through a lot of the stuff that you maybe have had questions about or didn't notice. And, yeah, that's basically, unless I see anything else here on my own screen, I will look around. Yeah, I went on one of the contact pages on mymorningtonic.com, did not show a phone number. I, however, will take one last look at one last page that might have something about it that might just help us here. Let's see if I can find it. On the myredboost.com website, there is an order status support phone number. Red Boost customer support phone number, Red Boost customer service phone number, 863-591-4284. And that is what I see here on this website, 863-591-4284. Or again, support@myredboost.com. If you saw anything else about this you want to discuss, let me know. My video is just kind of going through some things that I noticed while watching the video to help inform people and to help keep them on track. Go see a doctor if you have medical concerns. Don't go order something that maybe should, sometimes people order things online, medicinal products, instead of going to see a doctor. I don't want you to do that. I want you to at least go see a doctor. I know some people are like, oh, big pharma, oh, doctors are scams. Jordan, you're talking about a scam here online. I didn't call it a scam. I'm just saying there's some marketing difficulties. Let's call them that. I'm just trying to help you. Instead of going online and falling for something that might not help you with this specific issue, go see a doctor. And I know you maybe have had a bad doctor's experience in the past with this person or that person. I get those comments sometimes, right? But that doesn't mean turn to something online that, you can't find any information about in terms of any doctors credibly backing it, maybe, or any hospitals, universities, whatever, especially if they're telling you several things in a marketing video that are at best questionable, or at least at best, whatever it is. So like, comment, subscribe. There's a join button down below. There's also a thanks button. Thank you for watching.